Welcome friends. So here we'll demonstrate the procedure to transfer the projection of a point from one view to another view in case of projections of solids. So we have the 2 points given to us, point P lying on the rectangular face, point Q lying on the top base of the solid. So the position is defined in such a way that the position of the solid is defined in such a way that it is its rectangular faces are equally inclined and are equally inclined to the vertical plane, and the solid is lying on its base on the ground. So that is how the solid is shown. The point P appears in the point P for which the front view is already given. So we have to get its top view. We note that the point P is visible, so it must definitely lie on the visible face, and the visible face from the top view we can see is the one having the projections with the AD in the top view. So we have to draw one vertical line passing through P dash, and wherever that line will meet the line AD, so that will be the location of its a top view. For point Q, the point Q is lying on top base, that is why it is visible, and for this, in the front view also it must be on the top base. In the front view you note that the top base takes the shape of a line, so that on this top line of the solid the point Q dash will lie. So starting with P dash, we will draw a vertical line upwards, and it will meet AD. That is how you will get the point P in the top view. And for Q, where the top view was available, so you draw the vertical line, and where it meets the top base in the front view, so that point gives us the front view of the point Q, whose top view was given. So we take another example. So when the point are to be transferred in a cylinder, so for a cylinder, point P dash, again its front view is given, front view of point P is given, and the top view of another point Q is given. They are to be transferred on the other view. So P dash, for P dash we have to get P, that is the top view. So how to get that? So here again we draw the vertical line upwards, and wherever it meets the circular portion, so that will give us the point in the top view, and similar way, so for Q again we draw the vertical and we get the Q dash. So there is another more complex case. So when we have a pyramid, so and the point is to be transferred from the location as shown here. It is not on an edge, so it is lying over a slant face. So here to transfer the point P dash is a little more cumbersome. So for this we will have to do one more procedure. So what is that? So we have to draw a line passing through P dash, so, and O dash, so like this one, and here we shall get a point, let us say some dummy point Z. So rather it is front view, so it is Z dash. So we need to get z in the top view. So how to get that z in the top view? So because it is on base, that point z is on base, it will end up with this location. And now OZ we can easily locate, and on OZ, so we'll try to get the points. You can see for clarity, so how we get it here. So a line was passing through, this line was passing through the P dash, and then so for Z dash, from the Z dash we get Z, then we get OZ. On that OZ in the top view we get the point P transferred. The similar procedure is applied when we have to transfer the point from front view to top view in case of a cone also. So we draw a dummy generator of the cone passing through P dash, so and meeting the base at Z dash. Then again we get that Z dash transferred to the top view, so to obtain the point Z. So OZ we obtain, and then on that OZ we get the vertical passing through P dash, so and the intersecting point is the P. So there may be one more tricky situation in the case of pyramid particularly. So for a pyramid we have already shown one way in which the point on the slant face was transferred. Now the point on a slant edge or any of the edge is very easy to transfer otherwise. So directly you can draw the upward line or vertical line, and wherever it meets it meets that line in the other view, so that point itself is the thing. So but for example, if the point is here, so for that, so it is lying on O dash A dash, and I can just draw the vertical, and wherever it meets OA, so that point I directly obtain. So let us say, so this is, so if the point Q dash was to be transferred, so that is transferred like this directly. Now suppose I have to transfer the point which is marked here, so by a cross. So what I need to do, so I'll first draw a horizontal line passing through this so that it meets any of the nearest edge, so any of the nearest slant edge. So it meets O dash A dash at Z dash. So what I do, now this Z dash I consider lying on O dash A dash. So on OA I can easily get it transferred, but ultimately I know this point is not on OA, so it is on OB. So but you also know that OA and OB, so they both are symmetrically placed. So the distance from O, distance of this point Z from O, so on OA will remain equal to the distance of this point on OB also, if this point is to be transferred on OB. So that concept I use. I can either use a line parallel to the base like this side, or I can use the line or I can use the arc with the O as the center, and that way I can transfer the point. Now we take the case of the transfer of a point on a cone. So when the point is similarly placed as was in the previous pyramid problem, so it is lying on the vertical generator or the generator which is visible in the middle as vertical. So if the point is lying on that generator, there is a special procedure. So what we do, we draw the line horizontal line passing through this P dash, so as shown here. So corresponding to that we obtain a circle. So principle is similar as that used in the pyramid concept. So we are basically transferring the point on the nearest visible generator, that is the extreme generator O, that is the extreme generator here, this generator. On this extreme generator we get it transferred, and this extreme generator, we know it is lying here. So in the top view, it can be easily located. So just the horizontal line, because it is line of tangency basically. So in the front view and in the top view it must be visible like this, and the point is now transferred on this particular generator. So that is how A dash was transferred to obtain A. And then we have to transfer it on this generator in the top view. So we get the arc, or we get the circle to transfer that point. So point B dash was to be transferred to in the top view. So we transfer it by first transferring a dummy point A. We know P is as much distance from the apex as is A. So that is that concept we use, and we get the line point transferred. So now we take another the last concept, that is the transfer of the points or the edges. So when we have to use the side view also, you note that the point U is given. The point, let us say U dash is given. So this point is given on the front view of the solid, placed like this. So its position can be defined as the axis parallel to HP and VP, and the base it is lying on its vertical base. It is lying on vertical edge of the pyramid with the rectangular faces equally inclined to the ground. So that is the position. So it is visible in the side view, it is equally inclined to the ground, and it will give this kind of a front view and the side view, and we have the top view also. So to obtain the point U, now U dash is available in the front view, it has to be transferred to the top view. So for that we will need to use the side view. As you see, the arrows are marked here. So we'll first need to transfer the position of the point U in the side view, and from side view we'll make a 45-degree line here, so that it starts from, so this particular point, that 45-degree line should start from these from the extreme points like this. So from extreme point like this, and then you draw the 45-degree line on that 45-degree line. So you will have this thing, and vertical, and then again horizontal. So then you know that it is on this B dash C dash. So on B dash C dash itself, so you should get it transferred, or in the BC, which is in the top view, so you will get it transferred. So that is how you do the transfer of the points, so in number of situations. So thank you.